Stars, here we go again. The Australian News claims Meghan Markle has the last laugh in Kate Middleton photo furor. The Princess of Wales has accidentally confirmed something that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have long been telling us. There are moments when humanity is tested, and moments when humanity rises spectacularly to the challenge. For the first time since Mark Zuckerberg decided to create social media in a fug of acne cream and thwarted yearning in his Harvard dorm room, the normally mucky, murky depths of X and TikTok especially are today a joy to behold. A cornucopia of mischief, chinwaggery, and drollery. Unleash the LOLs! Billions of users gathered together on Tuesday to partake in the mutual joy of having a long, hard laugh at Kate, the Princess of Wales's expense after she was forced to publicly apologize for experimenting with and editing the first sanctioned photo of her since she underwent abdominal surgery in January. Now, Stars, I don't know if even one person listening to me believes any of that which was just said. I hardly believe anyone is laughing at a sick woman, much less the queen-to-be of the British Empire. This is just so twisted. This is such a spin on the facts. The picture was faked. Nobody believes that Kate Middleton was sitting there with the Photoshop open, dooting around in Midjourney or Canva or any of those other apps. Are you kidding? But this is the Murdoch Empire trying to fill the heads of people who don't know, who fear social media, who fear the opinion of the average citizen. This is how they try to twist things. And once again, pull up Meghan Markle as some sort of pivot. I don't think the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are worried about this. They're trying to pay their mortgage. They're tending to business. They're handing out humanitarian awards. They are not fussing and flailing and making claims or having an opinion about any of this mess that can be simply laid at the feet of Kensington Palace. And I believe it's 3 interns, probably who graduated from Eton, just like Prince William, gave them a job, tasked them with creating a picture, and boy, did they create. Say their names. Colin, Ewan, Ian. They're the ones responsible, not Kate Middleton, certainly not Meghan Markle. This royal mea culpa comes after a bruising couple of days for the normally near-perfect princess whose blow-dries defy the laws of physics and whose children remain oddly spotless and uncreased in public. And just to compound things, I'm here to tell you that the princess has just accidentally also verified one of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's, more damaging allegations about Crown Inc. Are these allegations about Crown Inc. or about the Royal Rota? About the Murdoch Empire of newspapers and that other lord, what's his name, who owns Daily Express and all them other rags over there in the UK, right? You can't have one without the other. Not the claim that Kate was iffy about her sharing lip gloss with a Suits ensemble player, or that she was stingy with the hugs, or that the Waleses had a much nicer sofa than the Sussexes, but that the royal communications machine cannot entirely be trusted to deal with the truth. Well, what a way to load a whole gaggle of insults against, petty insults at that, against the Sussexes. They've been out of this since 2020. But here this chick goes, dragging them back in. That's old news. Have you checked out California Camelot? They have the hookup in Montecito. They're not worried about the basement in some drafty, damp, musty castle. Why are you worried about it? Like, get with the times. But again, I think the Royal Rhoda, all these paid shills are just, they're just blowing the dust off of old stories, old ideas, and old tropes that centers the Sussexes, because how else are they going to get anyone to click on their articles? Camilla ain't going to do it. None of them other no-names in the castle keep are going to do it. You'd be better off writing an article about the Lord of the Rings than about any of those musty old nobodies that nobody cares about. The Sussexes have been telling the world this for positively years, starting with their 2021 Oprah Winfrey detonation. Did you mark the 3rd anniversary last week? Their 2022 Netflix endurance test of feelings and iPhone filler content, and then Harry's 2023 memoir, Spare. Throughout these outings, Harry and Meghan have generally stuck to beating the same drum. The royal family is suffering from a particularly pernicious case of unconscious bias. Prince William is something of a bully who gets hot and cold running preferential treatment as the heir, and that all stops are pulled out to only ever put his publicly. To this end, a supposedly certain Lord of the Flies-esque approach existed inside Kensington Palace, a place where the Sussexes were never allowed to hold the conch and were duly fed to the media wolves on occasion. Oh dear. This writer, I think she has a library of only old books, old narratives. Maybe it was the one book she read in middle school and has to map it onto whatever she has to turn in for this week's paycheck. Is this what they call journalism? Is this a worthy opinion? Holy smokes. As Meghan told Oprah that after their 2019 wedding, I came to understand that not only was I not being protected, but they were willing to lie to protect other members of the family, but they weren't willing to tell the truth to protect me and my husband. The Duke told the cameras for their 6-parter that it's a dirty game. I have 30 years experience of looking behind the curtain and seeing how this system works and how it runs. I mean, just constant briefings about other members of the family, about favors, inviting the press in, he said. You know there's leaking, but there's also planting of stories. So if the comms team want to be able to remove a negative story about their principal, they will trade and give you something about someone else's principal. Certainly sounds accurate, doesn't it? Right? We've seen that one article that was talking about how Harry would be your best friend and then your worst enemy within the blink of an eye. And then within hours, they swapped the names in the article for Kate Middleton. Have you seen that being passed around? I mean, we have something in the States called Mad Libs. It's like a kid's booklet where you can add different words and names and verbs to already written stories. And that certainly sounds like what these people do at these Murdoch-owned rags and the rest of them. Lord Rothamir, is that the guy's name? I mean, it's embarrassing. No one calls them out. And this chick gets up here every day publishing these crappy opinions with junior high school level metaphors based on nothing.